Hi guys! So it's been 2 months since I've done an update video for you guys, and I believe in the last update video I told you guys there might be something wrong with the baby. So since then we've had 2 specialist appointments, I've had 2 appointments with my regular doctor, we've made decisions on some other things, and at 31 weeks I am feeling so pregnant. So let's get started with this video. So I am 31 weeks along. I am feeling ginormous at this point. I am so much bigger than I was with Lily. I've only gained 13 pounds up to this point since my last appointment, which was 2 weeks ago. I'm on an every 2-week visit now, so I have an appointment coming up in this next week, which is totally in the healthy range of weight gain. I feel like I have gained so much weight. Like I said, I'm just so much bigger this time around than I was with Lily. So at my 27-week appointment, we discussed progesterone again with my doctor. And again, he was a little bit concerned I wasn't on it, but going into that appointment, I was already on the back of my mind because when we met with the specialist, which I will get to that update in a little bit, she was really blown, kind of taken back that I wasn't on the progesterone. And so I thought about it and I talked with Andrew about it, and I think the reason they're kind of concerned, it kind of seems like a bigger deal, is the type of preterm labor that I had. If you go into contractions early or you dilate early, there's kind of signs that that's happening and that there's things that they can do to kind of prevent your labor from being early. But in my case, my water broke, and when your water breaks, no matter what, in 24 hours you have to deliver, and there really wasn't anything leading up to that as far as there was any signs that that was going to happen. So we decided to go ahead and start the progesterone at 27 weeks. It's recommended starting at week 17, but we started at week 27, and because I made that 35-week cutoff, I don't have to go in weekly for shots. I can just take it a medication at home nightly. So that's what I've been doing, and you do that up until 36 weeks. Then you stop at 36 weeks, and then you let kind of everything play its course, I guess. So I am on progesterone right now. I'm also on prescribed iron pills, which I kind of assumed was going to happen this pregnancy because I had it with Lily as well. I have pretty low iron to begin with, and so when they do your blood work around that I don't know when they do it kind of in the middle of the pregnancy, it came back that my iron was really low, and so they prescribed me iron pills. So I take iron pills twice a day, my vitamins once a day, and my progesterone at night. We did meet with the specialist, and our first appointment with the specialist, everything actually measured in the normal range, and all it was just an ultrasound, and it was more of an in-depth ultrasound, and she kind of measured everything and then paid more attention to the brain. If you didn't see my last update video where I said that there might be something wrong, I'll leave that in the link in the description below, that you can go back and watch that and kind of hear what they were kind of saying about it. But everything came out in the clear in the first one, and because I was being referred, she went ahead and just scheduled one for 4 weeks later. And then she also did run some extra blood tests on me. Apparently there are some diseases that the mom can have that she doesn't know, or infections that does affect the growth of the baby. I was pretty sure that I didn't have anything, but we just ran with it anyways. All of those tests came back completely normal. We did our follow-up 4 weeks later, and again, that's in my eye. Again, everything came back normal, so she was perfectly okay to sign off. She said I could come back in 4 weeks if I want to do one more, or I don't have to. And then my OB said, it's up to you. So we decided we're not gonna go back. Everything has been perfectly normal. So that's good news. Thank you for everyone who prayed for us and just kept us in your thoughts. Everything at this point is looking really good. Little guy moves all the time. He moves so much. And it's one of those things in your first pregnancy, people ask you like, how are you carrying, or how are they moving? And everything in your first pregnancy seems normal because you have nothing to compare it to. So your second pregnancy, you have a lot to compare it to. And oh my goodness, it is night and day as far as my first and second pregnancy. Lily barely moved, and he moves all the time. Morning, day, and night. He also, I feel like he gets irritated if you're like resting, like I'll rest my hands on my stomach, and all of a sudden he's kind of like pushing in that area, or I'll be sitting at work kind of leaning over on my desk and just really involved with something I'm doing. And at that point you're like kind of forget you're pregnant, and then all of a sudden your stomach just starts moving where you're pressing onto it, and then you're like, oh, so you have to sit back. And so I feel like he's just full of personality already, and it's showing, but he moves all the time, and it's pretty fun. Lily, again, she came early, but at that point, like, I was never in pain from her moving, and I feel like and I never had like my stomach like lopsided from her. I feel like with him, I've already seen the lopsidedness every now and then, and eventually the further we progress, I feel like it's gonna get painful, but it's definitely different, and we're totally enjoying it. Lily got pretty sick 3 weeks ago. It's probably one of her first like really big sickness, and she was 17 months at that point. So they put her on amoxicillin. Within like 3 days, it wasn't working. She started to get a rash. We ended up in urgent care. They gave her a breathing treatment, put her on different medication, and she finally got better. But in those times, I was home with her for 4 days, and so naturally, Mom got sick. And it was just one day where I felt really bad, but I had this cough that I still have now, 3 weeks later. It's not like a big cough, but I do have to clear my throat. I do kind of have this nasal drip thing that I'm constantly blowing my nose, and if I don't blow in time, it irritates my throat. But for that first week, it was a pretty bad cough. And because of the cough, I actually hurt my ribs. And when I tell people this, I've had people say, oh yeah, that's happened to me before, but it's never happened to me. And I feel like everything that you deal with in pregnancy, aside from pregnancy, so being sick or headaches or nauseousness, all of that individually in life is life. But when you combine that on top of being pregnancy, I feel like everything is magnified. And so having sore ribs, having a cough still, so every time I would cough, I would gag or sometimes throw up. It would hurt even more. And it was the left side of my body that my ribs were sore, which made sleeping almost impossible. I can't sleep on my right side because I get reflux or heartburn. You can't sleep flat on your back. I've had really bad back pain this pregnancy, so I'd only sleep on my left side, but I couldn't because of my ribs. And so I would just prop a bunch of pillows up and like all around me and kind of just sleep propped up at night. It was miserable, and they're still sore, and it's been probably going on 4 weeks, but they definitely are getting better. But again, it's just been, pregnancy has been, I don't want to say miserable this time around, but it's definitely been uncomfortable compared to my first pregnancy. But honestly, it's gone by so quickly. I only have a couple more months. I'm due January 25th is my due date, and it is Thanksgiving is coming up, and so it's like it's gone by so fast, and once the holidays hit, it's gonna go by even quicker. So I think that's pretty much it for the update as far as how I'm feeling or he's feeling. Everything is going perfect. Everything's been going pretty much smooth. We have started on the nursery. We've actually done a lot on the nursery, and when I say we, actually mean Andrew. He kind of helped me finish cleaning it out. Cleaned it up, he's painted it, he kind of built all the furniture. I was just painting a piece earlier this morning, so it's literally almost done. We just kind of got to finish some furniture stuff, put things in its place, hang up some things, and it's gonna be done. I have been recording it, so I think this is gonna be like a 2-part series, one of kind of the journey of getting it to where it needed to be, and then a video on the reveal. I think we have a name settled, so there's a name reveal video coming up quickly. And I'm also doing a 12 days of Christmas videos. So starting December 14th, counting down to Christmas, there will be some holiday Christmas video every day for 12 days, counting down to Christmas. So if you kind of add that up, I have like 15 to 16 videos coming up for you guys in the next like month and a half. So stay tuned. There's a lot coming your way, a lot more pregnancy updates. You guys, we're on the final stretch here, and before you know it, we're gonna have a newborn, and I'm gonna be doing newborn updates with him. Like, that's crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, I have like 15 to 16 videos coming up in the next month and a half. You don't want to miss out on them. Please subscribe. I love you guys, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.